Thank you. Good evening. My name is Jennifer Bailey. I'm a resident of Barbourville. I'm also, I have a master's in science, and I practice anesthesia. I just want to thank Senator Fogarty and Cale Keeble for proposing this bill tonight, and I thank you for listening to our comments. I approve of this legislation. I hope that you guys see that it's imperative to pass it. I really like the fact that the EFSB board will increase from 3 to 7 members, especially the water resources, as other people had stated. I know that other people have stated with the MTBE-contaminated water and well 3A shut down by court order, but I don't know if anyone has stated that this is unprecedented for use in power plants. And it is unprecedented, which is a big deal because there's no studies on this at this time. And if we have someone on the EFSB, they would probably see, and if they're, educated and experienced in water resources, they would see that this alone violates the EFSB law that we need clean water to operate a power plant. Another area that this bill touches upon is the environmental areas. An experienced person in that. As you know, and as we've heard, there's no impact studies at all. Invenergy was stating that they were going to have some impact studies, but they're going to segment it, which means they are not going to look at these impact studies as a whole. They're going to look at it in parts. So they're looking at the electricity as a separate entity, the water as a separate entity, many different areas as separate entities. So we're not ever going to get a whole impact in these studies. The labor issues, as this gentleman has brought up, we'll look at both sides. Is this going to be good for 300 temporary jobs to come in and 24 permanent jobs? Well, that would be for someone to look at, but as of right now, we have a local company, Danielle, which is in Barbourville currently. It expanded a short time ago, maybe about 4 or 5 years ago, where it employs about 500 people, and it is there for their clean air in Barbourville. So what happens when this power plant, or if this power plant goes in, and now we have this company leaving because it does not have clean air any longer to make its, its prosciutto or whatever, all these meats that it's making to, that it imports around the world from Barbourville, okay? As I said, I practice anesthesia, and I had been looking into the pollutants from the power plant. 14 of the 52 known pollutants in the power plant are found in cigarette smoke. Now, in 2005, legislation was passed that secondhand smoke is detrimental and that there is no smoking in public facilities. Okay, we all know this. Now, at this time, just on the flip side, in the anesthesia aspect, we have classifications of a healthy person and a non-healthy person before we take them into surgery. So we have ASA 1 through ASA 4, and ASA 1 is a normal healthy person. ASA 4 is a patient with severe systemic disease that is a constant life threat to them. When we have a person who smokes, okay, they are automatically an ASA 2. They tell us they smoke, they are an ASA2. Why? Because it affects all systems. It affects everything in our body. Our body is like a barrel. Every single person's body is like a barrel. And when it fills up over time, there are going to be systemic effects. And unfortunately, with the power plant, a lot of these systemic effects and impacts from a power plant cannot be studied because the cumulative effect over time is not being looked at. These companies that have a lot of money basically squash this, and it's hard to look at as well. So these, the cancer rates and everything else that come out of it, it's hard to link it. So this closing point that I just wanted to leave you, this really stuck with me when somebody said, you know, we need to have liberty and justice for all. Now, we all say this in the Pledge of Allegiance, even here, and our kids learn it in school. How can you say this is true for the people of Barbourville when we have the largest power plant in Rhode Island, 3 compressor stations, and MTBE-contaminated water and well in 3A, and a proposed power plant that is going to be the biggest of its kind in New England, proposed 5 miles from this other power plant that's the largest in Rhode Island. So ironically, all this in Barbourville is from energy companies. That's the ironic situation, from fossil fuels. So this is not likely justice for us at all, okay? This is environmental injustice, and I am asking you and urging you to please give us a voice, to please increase the EFSB board. Please, I urge you. Thank you for this time.
Thank you. Are there any questions or comments?